Welcome back to Update Day in Old School, and for this week's update we have the release of the Bounty Hunter Rewards Beta. And the beta is going to work very similar to how it always does. There's going to be a few select worlds where you can access this specific area. The same old supply table will be available where you'll be able to pick and choose what gear and supplies you want to test out, and if you do want to change any of your combat stats. There are a ton of items you do have access to through this supply table, but more specifically, any of the brand new beta items you do want to test out are going to be all the way up here at the top of this chest, being the new Ancient Warrior items and some of the imbued weapons. And I'll mention this real quick because I know there's going to be comments. This bright purple trim on the Corrupt Statius is just placeholder and not going to be the actual item design in-game. With that, let's jump into all of the rewards that are going to be available to test and what their stats are currently looking like. The first thing to note is that the Ancient Warrior weapons are not available to test at this stage in this beta. And for this beta, the Vesta's armor set being the chain body and plate skirt, and then the Statius armor set being the full helm plate body and plate legs. Their sets provide 15% accuracy to your melee special attacks. Full Morrigan set provides 15% accuracy to range special attacks. And then full Zuriel provides 15% accuracy to magic attacks in general. While all of these items are going to be free to use in the beta without restrictions, the current thought process they have is that each piece of corrupted Ancient Warrior armor is going to require 5 mil to charge and activate its bonuses. And then on death, these armors would revert back to their original state and reward whoever killed you with the GP used to activate them. And here's a head-to-head look of the Statius armor set. On the top, you can see the stats for the Tier 78 Uncorrupted armor set, and the bottom is the Tier 20 Corrupted set. But the Tier 20 Corrupted set will maintain its set effect, along with just losing most of the melee strength bonus, and a massive chunk of the defense bonus. And then moving on to the stats we have for Vesta. The Corrupted set loses a slight bit of the offensive bonus and a massive chunk of defense, but it does maintain a little bit of the melee strength in comparison to Statius. Then for our Morrigan sets, both respective versions have pretty balanced stats in comparison to their combat brackets. The Tier 78 Uncorrupted is just going to be slightly tankier with a higher bonus, but neither of these sets pack any of the new range strength bonus. And then for our final set of brand new armors, we have Zuriel. And one important thing to note is that for Zuriel's set effect, it is not just the special attack damage bonus. All magic attacks in general have a 15% damage buff. So definitely a big jump considering that these offensive stats for the Tier 78 Uncorrupted are pretty on par with Ancestral. Then lastly, outside of the Ancient Warrior armors, the final things we're going to have access to in this beta are the weapon imbues. And for our first one, we have the Dark Bow, an absolute iconic PKing weapon in Old School. And once imbued, the accuracy will be increased from 95 to 105. Special attack cost will be reduced down to 45%. The minimum special attack damage will be increased from 8 to 10 and 5 to 7 on non-dragon arrows. And then finally on top of that, the special attack damage will now roll between the minimum and maximum hits. Meaning that if your max hit is 48 using dragon arrows, you'll now roll damage between 10 and 48, giving you an average hit of 29. Making the Dark Bow a little more consistent and not just pure KO power with very little accuracy. Then for our next imbue, we have the Barrel Chest Anchor. Coming in with only a 60 attack requirement, this new imbue could help flesh out some of the lower combat brackets, but this imbue will increase your crush bonus from 92 to 102, the strength bonus from 100 to 110, and then the special attack damage increase from 10% to 25%. Then we have one I wasn't expecting to see, and that is the Dragon Longsword. Imbuing the Dragon Longsword will increase its stab bonus from 58 to 62. The slash bonus will be increased from 69 to 75. The special attack will gain 25% accuracy. And then the special attack delay for your next attack will be reduced to 4 ticks from 5. Then for our final two, we have the Dragon Mace and Abyssal Dagger. For the Mace, your stab bonus will be increased from 40 to 44. The crush bonus increased from 60 to 64, and using the special attack will now roll against only 60% of your target's defense. Then for the Abyssal Dagger, as part of Pull 78, they've reduced the special attack cost to 25% in general, so that's not something you're just getting with the new imbued variant. But if imbued and used inside of Bounty Hunter, the stab bonus would be increased from 75 to 85, and the special attack damage reduction would be removed. They feel like these tweaks are pretty small, but they should give 70 attack builds the option to use something that feels like a Dragon Dagger, but a little bit stronger and a little bit more consistent. But with that, that's everything for this week. Hopefully, if you are a PKer, this is making you a little bit more excited for some PvP changes coming in the near future. New weapons or not, Bounty Hunter is going to be coming back, and that's a massive step in itself. If you guys did enjoy the video, consider dropping a like down below and subscribe if you're new. But with that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.